Hello, I am Mrs. Thulin, an 8th grade ELA teacher and reading seminar teacher here at Martino Junior High. A little bit about me. I have a bachelor's degree in education and a master's degree in reading. This is my 21st year here teaching at Martino. My husband Scott and I live in Shorewood with our 3 children. Jameson's an 8th grader, Alyssa's a 7th grader, and Chase is a 4th grader. So I teach, like I said, 8th grade ELA and seminar. I also have a co-teacher in some of those classes, Mrs. Mascarello. So if you see her in classes, she is my co-teacher. On my website, I have a website and Google Classroom. On my website, it's more information for the parents to go to. So that will be a lot of general information, how to contact me, any information about class you want to find out. Google Classroom, I tell the students that's what they'll use primarily. It will house everything they need. They can go to my website, but it'll be a duplicate of what they have in Google Classroom, and Google Classroom will provide more for them. I have tried to organize it for them so that it's very user-friendly because there can be a lot of information in Google Classroom. Okay, our Zoom guidelines. I ask students to start class by looking at the screen for their bell ringer or in the chat. While I'm taking attendance, they will be completing their bell ringer. Attendance will be taken the first 5 minutes of class. If they're having issues getting in, they can just email me, which has happened already, and it's not a big deal. They just email me, let me know. I'll tell them just to get in when they can. And then just so I'm aware that I'll be looking to allow them into class. So I appreciate the communication from them, I told them. Right when they come in, they're usually on mute. At some times during class, I ask them to unmute themselves. I'm sure most of you are aware, but the reason we keep them on mute to avoid a lot of the background noise can be a distraction in the Zoom. If I get disconnected, I told students to wait a few minutes, and then if I still don't pop back in, go to Google Classroom for instructions. Fingers crossed, though, it has not happened yet at all. I've had no connection issues. If the students are to get disconnected, I ask them to keep trying to get back into Zoom. If they cannot, just email me and let me know. I can follow up with them at the end of the day. We can do a one-on-one Zoom, or they can find everything they need in Google Classroom. The timing of class, most classes will be 30 minutes of live instruction. I have been going the full 45 to 50 minutes, only because during class I am allowing them some time to process, work on things while we're there to check in and make sure they're understanding everything. I promise I'm not speaking at them for 50 minutes straight. For language arts, our syllabus for language arts, every day we'll be doing a little bit of diagramming and some writing. Our first trimester, we will do Unit 1, My Perspectives. Second trimester will be the Outsiders novel, and Unit 2, My Perspectives, which correlates with what they're doing in history. It's how to remember the past. It's a lot about the Holocaust. So it's a nice correlation with history class. And then an independent reading project. Third trimester, we will be doing Unit 4, My Perspectives, and an independent reading project as well. I just wanted to show you a picture of what their annotations should look like in language arts in their My Perspectives book. Especially at the beginning of a selection story, we'll see a lot of annotations, a lot of highlights. It should look similar to this. The reason I show you this so that if you see their My Perspectives book and you only see 1 annotation, 2 annotations, you might want to check in and ask, I thought you were supposed to be doing more than that. Towards the end of a selection, I always say it kind of dwindles off because we have a better understanding of what's going on, so we won't have as many annotations, and that's okay. Grading is a 50, 30, 20. 50% is our summative assessments. Our selection tests are in there as well for everything we read. Essays, unit tests. 30% is grammar that we have. So any grammar quizzes or tests that we do. And again, those are all open note. I never expect them to not to do grammar stuff without having notes in front of them. And 20% is classwork and homework. For reading seminar, every day we'll be doing Wordly-Wise in reading seminar. It will take us about 5 classes to get through 1 lesson. So every 5th class, they should be having a Wordly-Wise test or quiz. On my website and in Google Classroom, you can find all of the slideshows for Wordly Wise with pictures, all of the Quizlet reviews. There's a lot of resources out there for them besides just the book. And if you're not in my seminar class, feel free to use those resources as well. They're on my website. Okay. We'll also be doing reading every day of informational text. So we'll be annotating and expecting them to annotate a lot of the informational text. So basically in the reading seminar class, it's going to focus on more of understanding and interpreting nonfiction materials. The students will have a Newsela account as well, and that's where a lot of the readings will be assigned. So I just wanted to go over that because that's new this year, that they will have a Newsela account. Grading is 40, 35, 25 in seminar, which is a little different from ELA. Their summative assessments are comprehension and cumulative Wordly Wise test. Most of their Wordly Wise quizzes will be in the formative assessments, the 35% category. And then the 25% is homework and classwork. That's your Wordly Wise worksheet, any annotations, comprehension questions, or bookwork. Okay, so that is an overview of our ELA and reading seminar. Please, if you have any questions or you need anything, please feel free to reach out. Again, you can find all my information on my website or have the kids open up Google Classroom. There's a virtual class in there that provides a lot of great information for them as well. I'm really looking forward to this year, and we're in this together, and please feel free to reach out for anything, concerns, suggestions, whatever it may be. All right, looking forward to a great year. Thanks.